I would like to invite you all to imagine something. So, if you would, please close your eyes and visualize with me. Imagine that you're on the beach with your family. You hear the sounds of the waves, feel the warm sun on your body, and feel the sand between your toes. And the best part is, you hear the laughter of your two precious little boys, ages 5 and 2, as they experience the magic and excitement of the ocean. These are memories in the making. Now, please open your eyes. 2 days later, this is your reality. Everything has changed. This was the day that turned our world upside down. This was the day that our sweet, bubbly, and full of life Elliott, at 2 years old, was placed into a medically induced coma and put on the ICU floor of the Children's Hospital, where he would remain for 29 days. Elliott was having seizures with no outward signs, and doctors couldn't figure out why. They would later find out that the seizures were a result of pretty extensive clotting throughout the brain, which ultimately resulted in Elliott having a stroke. I will never forget the words spoken to us by doctors on July 15th, 2018. We need you to know how serious this is. We don't expect to lose Elliott to this, but you need to know that we could. And I can tell you that at that moment, I've never felt more helpless or afraid. It would be what seemed like an eternity, but was really just 11 days after Elliott was admitted to the ICU that doctors were able to pinpoint a cause for everything. Homocystinuria, they told us. It's a rare genetic metabolic condition, and we think that's what Elliott has. As grateful as we were for a diagnosis, because it meant that we could move forward with a plan, we found ourselves wondering that if HCU were a genetic condition, why had we never heard of it? Wouldn't we have found out when Elliott was born that he had this rare condition? Fast forward to today. We now know that my husband and I are both carriers for this rare condition called HCU. We've also learned that when Elliott was a newborn in the hospital, homocystinuria was something that he was screened for. But unfortunately, Elliott was missed at newborn screening. I don't like to live life with what ifs, but I often find myself wondering how differently things could have turned out for Elliott and for our family if we had known in the beginning that Elliott had a serious condition. We could have prepared, we could have given him the medications that he needed, and we could have avoided almost losing him. Thankfully, Elliott is doing wonderfully today. In fact, he's better than ever. I call him Elliott 2.0. He is happy, full of energy, and just as feisty as any 5-year-old should be. We were lucky and we're very, very blessed. My hope now is that there are medical advancements that continue to be made so that Elliott may live the most normal life possible. I also hope and pray that no family has to go through the experience of almost losing a child to this condition. I know that newborn screening labs are passionate about detecting these conditions in newborns to give them the best chance of early treatment and avoiding the potentially devastating effects of the disease. I hope that developments are continually made so that all HCU families can close their eyes and imagine their Elliots in a scene on the beach and not in the ICU. Thank you.